Jake was just an ordinary guy living in a bustling city. He loved his job, enjoyed hanging out with friends, and even dabbled in cooking. But there was one area where he felt utterly lost: flirting. Every time he saw a woman he found interesting, his palms would sweat and his mind would go blank. He often replayed the moments in his head, wishing he'd said something smooth or clever. One sunny Saturday afternoon, Jake found himself at a local cafe, nursing a latte and watching the world go by. That's when he spotted her, a woman with a contagious smile, sharing a laugh with her friend. His heart raced as he considered approaching her, but doubt quickly crept in. What if I say something dumb? What if she's not interested? The inner dialogue spiraled, and he nearly convinced himself to stay seated. But then, as he took another sip of his drink, he overheard a couple of guys at the next table sharing offbeat compliments about each other's quirky t shirts. It clicked. Flirting didn't always have to be perfect lines or rehearsed pickup strategies. Sometimes a simple, genuine compliment could do the trick. Fueled by newfound inspiration, Jake decided to give it a shot. He took a deep breath and stood up, his heart pounding in his chest. As he approached the table, he rehearsed the lines in his head, trying to channel the laid back confidence he'd observed moments before. Hey, I just wanted to say I love your necklace. It's really unique and totally stands out. The compliment rolled off his tongue surprisingly easy. To his delight, her eyes lit up and she smiled, her cheeks flushing slightly. Thank you. I found it at a flea market. I love unique things. Just like that, Jake found himself entering a spontaneous conversation, feelings of anxiety slowly melting away. He realized that the compliment had created an instant connection, something more meaningful than he'd ever anticipated. You have a great eye for finding unique pieces, Jake replied, his confidence bolstered by her friendly reaction. I rarely come across anything that catches my attention like that. The conversation flowed effortlessly as they exchanged stories about quirky finds and favorite markets. Her name was Mia, and Jake learned that she had a passion for art and a knack for storytelling. Art is everywhere if you know where to look, Mia shared, leaning forward with enthusiasm. Like, have you ever considered that the way someone dresses can tell you their story? Jake smiled, intrigued by her perspective. It was refreshing to engage with someone who had so much passion and insight. He found himself leaning in, absorbing every word. As they continued talking, Jake felt a growing sense of ease. Their laughter echoed off the cafe walls, creating a little bubble where it was just them amidst the chaotic city sounds outside. He shared his cooking escapades, even recounting a disaster involving burnt pasta, which made Mia laugh heartily. Hey, we all have our culinary mishaps, she said, sharing her own kitchen catastrophes. But then came a silence, a moment that made Jake's heart race again. Would he falter now? Then he remembered the spontaneity of their conversation and took a leap. Would you like to maybe grab dinner sometime? I promise my pasta will be cooked properly. To his amazement, Mia didn't hesitate, her eyes sparkling. I'd love that. Just give me a heads up so I can prepare my taste buds. As they exchanged numbers, Jake felt exhilaration and disbelief wash over him. He had taken a leap into the unknown, and it had landed him right where he wanted to be. The takeaway: flirting doesn't have to be intimidating or complex. It's often about genuine connection and the courage to take a chance. Jake realized that everyone has a story worth sharing, and all it takes is a simple compliment or a conversation starter to unlock it. Embracing vulnerability, he learned, can lead to unexpectedly beautiful moments.